Good morning, this is Tam Wendell with Bushcraft on Fire, and today I'd like to continue on ribwort plantain. Now, it's been pouring here in Missouri, so I thought I'd get out this morning to make a fire and make some feather sticks, and that all went well. And then I took the good old axe here and decided to make some tinder. Well, I sort of bounced the axe off of the piece of wood and cut open my hand. And I looked in, it kind of looked a little gnarly, made me a little queasy, so I let it bleed out for a while and headed over to the great old ribwort plantain and popped in a leaf, chewed it up and put a poultice over this area. It stopped it from bleeding, and I just want to show you what you can do. I put it in my coffee grinder and you can see it made a nice wad of plantain. Now the idea is to drip the juice, you can see, and this is the juice that they call the golden thread. It goes into the wound and it literally pulls the flesh back together. Now if I could have shown you, let me see if I can wipe it a little here. This was gaping wide open, but after I had placed this poultice of plantain on it, it already pulled it all back together. So what I'm going to do is simply leave the juice on here for a bit. I'm going to dry it off and place a plastic suture on it and pack it with a little bit of dried yarrow leaf, crushed yarrow leaf, and then just put a band-aid on it and it'll be fine. Now the blessing of it all is, if you can see, my tendon runs over here, so I absolutely missed that. It's just in this little fleshy part here. Yeah. I've done this in my coffee grinder, but obviously if you're out in the bush, what you would want to do is just take a couple leaves of the plantain and chew it as fine as you can and then squeeze the juice out of that. Now what I'm going to do is simply put this plastic suture about halfway, give it a little tug so it stays together nice, and then this is my yarrow. What I do is I dry it and then just crush it into a powder like this. Sort of neat, it's kind of spongy. You just take a little bit, put it on, press it, and it'll just go over top of the area that's moist and dry it right out. And it's an awesome antibacterial plant as well. All I did now was blow on my hand and it pulled away all the excess yarrow. You can see it's just nicely in the cut, and I'll place this band-aid over top to keep the area dry, and that about wraps it up. Pardon the pun. Now I can do my wound this way because I'm not really planning to do anything heavy with my hand. Yesterday Dave Canterbury did a video in where he sutured his hand. Now if you were planning to go out, if I was going to use this hand to go bow hunting, obviously every time I would flex this hand very tight, it would pull the wound open. So then it would require stitches, and if you want to watch a master at stitching, watch Dave Canterbury's video. This is Tam Wendell with Bushcraft on Fire, thanking you for joining us, and I'll give you an update in a day or two and show you what this looks like. You have a blessed day.